Hey all you modeling legends, welcome back to the Missing Detail Models channel. So the question today is, why can't we paint these amazing exotic schemes? Well, the truth is we can. All we have to do is crack on with it. I would say it's practice, but it's not. It's just starting and knowing how to get yourself out of any issues, correct any problems. So I'd say to anyone, to pick up the airbrush, crack on. Right, in terms of what we're going to be airbrushing, so I've gone ahead and I've primed all four BF 109s. So what do I use for primer? I use not that one. I use a mixture of these. So this is Mr. Surfacer 1500. This is Surfacer 1000. I mix these and make a blend. I even mix 500 with it, which is also a primer. It's more of a surface smoothing primer, but you can mix them all up. So as I have different aircraft in kind of different fares, two of them in kind of similar fares, what I've done is I've considered each fare and I've either gone more black or I've gone more mahogany. That's the mahogany. So before this was available, I used to use my own mix, which was black brown, which was just Mr. Surfacer 1500 with some red brown mixed into it, which probably is kind of what I should use, because rather than mixing these two together, I could just be using the one pot I got. Yeah, so that's what I use. It's a lovely base. A lovely base that I find doesn't peel, certainly once I've cleaned the models beforehand. And this is the sort of colour we get. This one I've gone slightly more black. It's looking quite brown, but yeah, slightly more black on the G. The E more black again, because that's in more European style camouflage as opposed to the Mediterranean colours. And then the F I've done more brown, just so there's a bit of difference between the G and the F. Okay, so I haven't airbrushed for a while. It's got to be a good. I think the last time I airbrushed the small parts was for Telford, so we're looking at 6 months, some of that. So quite a while. Is it muscle memory? I don't know if it's muscle memory. Is it the case of just cracking on and starting the process? I think it's more of that, really. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start the process. Fortunately, we always have an underside with aircraft modeling to cut our teeth on. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, is starting with the underside colours, the camouflage, which seems it's Mediterranean, I think is R&M 78. Okay, so that's fine. That. So the tools I keep to hand will be a pair of blunt nose tweezers, not me posh ones. They are to hand. They're always to hand. The Meng for display tweezers, which are absolutely worth their weight in gold. I use these for everything. If I ever want to touch or adjust or anything with a model, I use these. So they're to hand. The flat nose needles, flat nose tweezers, not needle nose tweezers, flat nose tweezers. What I'll do is I'll just get a bit of Tamiya tape, stick it on here, so as I'm painting the surface I can just remove any dust. Yeah, like so. I'll probably do that a few times as I'm painting. So that's always to hand. A number 15, a fresh, sharp number 15 scalpel blade. Okay. Now with this, no matter what I do, now bear in mind I'm modelling in my lounge. So there's always going to be dust, there's always going to be bits of fleck or whatever. So with this, I don't think that bit's stuck, but if I ever come across a hair in the paint, there you go, there's a certified one there. So when it zoom in, okay, just in that panel line, you almost need the sheen from the light. Just there, there's a tiny little piece of dust that's in the paint. Now with these blades, my sharp one, what I can do, and obviously my optimizer, yeah, I just come in. It doesn't look on the picture there, but I'm coming in pretty parallel with the surface of like that, pretty parallel with the surface of the aircraft or the surface of the wing. What I do is I just wait until the blade feels it, and it touches it and I feel it. I just carve it out. Yeah, piece of dust gone. So that's why I always have a sharp 15 hand when I'm airbrushing. Knackered old brush, big enough to clean the cup and to clean the needle, potentially if I choose to. And another top 5 tool, which is my Tamiya stirring spoon. It's probably the cheapest tool I own, and one of the most worth having. So that's my tools. The other things I'm going to keep to hand are this leveling thinner and some isopropyl alcohol for cleaning up. So I'm going to be using Mr. Colour RM78. I'm going to lighten it with Mr. Colour White matte. I'm not certain if I prefer lighting it with matte or gloss. Bit of work in progress, that one, but I wouldn't normally light anything. I normally go out of my way to use anything alternative to a white. Actually, because I black base and then build the colour up through it, it's always going to be showing some of that darkness coming through. That's the idea of black basing it. I can individually paint panels and hatches and allow for the mahogany black colour to come through as a kind of weather look. Okay, so prepping the airbrush is simple.